Streaming services, live betting and games. On-demand streaming services have changed the betting landscape forever. What are the lessons learnt and inbound opportunities for 2020? Tal Itzhak Ron, Tal Ron, Drihem Co. Richard Hogg, BetGames.tv. Mario Ovcharov, Ultraplay. Robert Dowling, Singular.
Okay, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. I'm Tal Ron. I'm from Tel Aviv. I have a really good superstar team here of speakers with me. Let's take you here one by one. Let's start with Mario. This is Mario from Bulgaria, from Ultraplay, please. Then we get Richard from the UK. Thank you so much, Richard. Then we get Julia. Julia, guys. Julia came instead of Robert Dowling. She's originally from where? From?
Ukraine.
Ukraine. And now in Malta?
Yes.
Correct. Thank you so much. Is someone missing or that's it? That's it. Okay, great. No, we have
Ariel.
Lydia.
But no.
That's it, okay? Thank you so much, okay? No problem. So no further changes, that's fine. Okay, guys, thank you for being patient and waiting for us. And there was small delays this day, but hopefully until the end of the day, we'll finish until 6 p.m. Let me start with thanking Ivan Filetti and Gaming Malta. These guys are doing an amazing event every year, and it becomes bigger and bigger and more exciting. And this, of course, is part of SiGMA. I think that this SiGMA, if we compare it every year, it gets bigger and bigger. Packed conference hall, exhibition floor is buzzing, and I really want to thank again Iman and Christopher and everybody from SiGMA for setting this up, such a great event. So thank you, first of all. Now, the topic of this panel is something which is, I don't think that in previous events we had this type of topic, but this only shows how the gaming industry is all the time evolving. And our topic is streaming services, live betting, and games. And it's so exciting to have speakers from 3 different companies, actually originating from 3 places around the world, different places around the world. And let's start with, each one will describe a few words about himself and about his company. So let's start with Mario.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mario. I'm CEO of Ultraplay. We've been famous with providing dedicated eSports services for the last 5 years, and also developing our sports platform and targeting worldwide.
I can tell that I know already some of my clients are partnering already with Ultraplay. I think that Lubomira from your team, I met them also in you, and also other from your team, you're participating in the Milano, in the European Gaming Congress. And you're up and coming, and I like that there's lots of energy coming from a company.
I wouldn't say we're up and coming, since we've been existing for 10 years, and we've had the sports products for like 5, 6. So thank you, but I really think we already established our place in the industry.
Thank you so much.
And we've won 11 awards over the last 2 years.
And all of you are based in Sofia?
Yes.
Very good. Next, we have Richard Hogg. And don't confuse it with Richard Hogg from the big foundation, because it's the same guy, right?
It is the same guy.
It is the
yes,
guy.
yes.
You came from the United Kingdom, from London, right?
Yes, I indeed come from the United Kingdom. I've been in this industry since 1999. I sort of fell into it by chance. I was working in Hong Kong at the time. Came across a company called Macau Slot, and myself and a rugby colleague, shall we say, decided to create a Chinese-only, soccer-only sports betting platform and product. And from there, I've been involved in a multitude of B2C and B2B products and services. I was one of Playtech's first licensees. We ran a managed service product for them, poker, casino. I was involved in CenterBet and a number of other offerings. And today...
When was it? It was the late 90s, 1990s?
Sorry? Playtech?
Mario is laughing on me. No, we're trying to calculate Richard's age. You know, we're so young. You know?
I have good friends with Richard.
Good friends already.
Yeah, I started in the industry when I was 14, but you can't tell anybody that because it's not strictly legitimate. But yes, I've been in the industry 20 years now. It's fascinating. Currently with a company called BetGames.tv.
Yeah.
They are based in Vilnius in Lithuania. We are a team of 150 people and growing. We've won a multitude of awards from Deloitte and the likes for our fast track and our growth and our technology.
We supply our product to a number of countries and a number of operators and aggregators and platforms, both of which are pleased to say are clients of mine.
Wow.
So so it's been an interesting journey to get to this. We're all about live. We're not a traditional live casino. We're more about betting fixed odds outcomes of live betting opportunities, such as card games, such as dice games, such as lottery games.
It's funny that the Baltics, and Vilnius is one of my favorite cities in the Baltics, becomes such a center hub for live games and live betting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Tallinn, Estonia, Riga, Latvia, and Vilnius are beautiful cities. You know, I've worked in most of them, and anybody who gets the opportunity should go. I mean, they really are fantastic.
Riga, have you been in Riga, in the old town of Riga? I think it's also, you've been there, you've been staying there also?
Yeah.
Also in the neighborhood hotel, something amazing. And I will not compare it to the Sense Hotel in Sofia. Probably Mario will tell me Sense is better, but you know, it's a question of taste. Thank you so much. Julia. So Julia, you're from Ukraine originally?
Yes,
I'm curious. When did you move to Malta, Julia?
Was about 7 years ago.
7 years ago?
Quite a while.
From where? From Kiev? From Odessa?
No, I'm from Donetsk.
Where is that?
Donetsk. It's
Donetsk, you know this place, guys? The people from the delegates?
On the east, yes, exactly.
You already know it?
They have a famous team, most famous.
No, I'm not into sports, sorry. Maybe sports gaming, but not sports. So you came from Donetsk?
Donetsk.
And 7 years ago, you moved to Malta?
Moved to Malta, came for a holiday, and I ended up here working in the gaming industry, as everybody else, I guess. Wow.
And now, in the last months, you are working with Singular, who, again, and in small, now Robert Dowling will kill me, but for a short period of time, you actually won lots of attention.
Yes, we did, and SiGMA this year, we won a multi-channel service provider.
Very nice.
So we have a history of about 10 years already. We are serving tier 1 operators. And yes, as we serve also online and land-based.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you so much. Great. So we have 3 great speakers with us from 3 amazing companies. Some of them already won awards. Also, Mario, your company, you mentioned before, also you won awards in some gaming area?
Yeah, about 11 in the last 2 years. I don't know. Luba knows all the places.
Okay, so I will ask later, Lubomira. Great, but it's nice. I think all these award ceremonies, it's not only, you know, nice to get. We were also nominated 2 years ago. It was a surprise for me, but we were also nominated for a Legal Film of the Year. It's good because it challenges, it gives some competition, and it makes excitement. It puts some kind of the Hollywood glamour and the Grammy glamour into the gaming industry and makes it fun. And of course, the SiGMA and the Malta Gaming Awards is considered one of the best. And actually, your company was actually, this big foundation was actually, sometimes you did a charity event also with SiGMA, correct?
Yeah, I mean, big foundation. I started off my own back a few years ago. We had a couple of events in London at the Dorchester Hotel. And when SiGMA was beginning its major growth over the past, say, 4 years ago, I spoke with Iman and we agreed to do a dinner. And then from there, we added the awards, and now it's become what it is today.
Wow, yeah.
And Iman's taken it on to another level because, you know, I can't do all of this as well as work. So he's got the SiGMA Foundation and the charity dinner and awards, and that's fantastic that he's
But you told me, Richard, when we were discussing charity and philanthropics, you told me that you're also thinking of doing some kind of more stuff on this level, right?
Yes, and this is going to be a very interesting event, and it's in aid of Oliver's Wish, the other Rob Dowling from Pentasia's personal charity. Yeah. We're going to do it in London. It's going to be Friday, April the 3rd. It's probably already sold out, and I'll tell you for why. It's because we're taking boxers, amateur boxers from a multitude of companies, from microgaming to bead. So we've got Michael Brady from Bead, we've got Tony Plasko, we've got Nick Wright from GameSys, we've got Daniel Beard, we've got a number of amateur fighters who are training.
Can Julia also join you, or it's only for males?
We are looking for a female
I think.
contest.
Yeah. Or maybe Melanie from Wilds. I heard that she also good there.
So yes, we're going to do this event, and there's a lot of recognition. There's a lot of.
When is it?
April the 3rd. Friday,
April the 3rd. Next year.
Wow. And there'll be information coming out about it soon. So we're looking for sponsors and everything else.
Okay, Richard, I'll stay with you now for the next question. We are here discussing live streaming, live betting. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, what challenges and trends do we see nowadays regarding live streaming and live betting, Richard?
Well, for us, live streaming in itself challenging in different jurisdictions for different reasons, and different continents.
Yeah.
So, Bet Games is extremely successful in South Africa. It's approved through the legislative process there. So we have been in there for a number of years. However, if we try and replicate that in other African countries, bandwidth, mobile phone usage is expensive.
Really?
So it doesn't
in
work
all
as
of
well.
the other countries? Like
not all of them.
Okay.
Some of them. So you have to look at each jurisdiction on a case-by-case basis. The challenges we find as well is getting the games approved in the newer sort of legislative countries such as Colombia. And so we have to adapt our product sometimes to suit legislative requirements.
You know, it's funny. I was meeting some guys here in the expo, and they told me, listen, we have new live solution. And, I'm a lawyer. I work with many operators. So listen, that looks very interesting. And then I'm asking them, which type of jurisdiction do you work? And then they told Asia. And then you understand from A to Z, they're not licensed, they don't have anything, And I want to hear from you, what challenges is there in getting a live gaming venture licensed?
Well, Bet Games is licensed in the UK, it's licensed in Malta, it's licensed in Italy, it's approved South Africa, Latvia, and a number of other Baltic states.
When you say license, what type of license is it?
We've got a proper gaming license.
Proper gaming license?
Yes, supplier, different licenses in different countries. So, but we've been approved, regulated. All our games are tested by, GLI and the likes of that. So we're fully compliant. Any market we go into, if there's legislation, if there's licensing approval, we'll get it. We see a number of our newer competitors coming to market don't have any of that. So for us, it's critical that we work within legal frameworks if our games are to be taken seriously in certain countries.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your insight.
Not a problem.
Julia, what do you think now? What interesting thing can you tell us now about nowadays regarding challenges, regarding trends, regarding the live betting and live streaming?
Well, live streaming, I think, is very important nowadays, especially when it comes to very important events, and we want to make sure that our players get the latest information, the quality information in the right time. So I believe that enrichment is very important. So that's our goal, that's our aim, that's what we're trying to provide to our players, to bring quality information in the right time, so the satisfaction of the player will be the highest possible.
Exactly. So if I understand correctly, your motivation is to make the clients more engaged, the players more engaged, and to enrich the content, right?
To enrich the content, exactly.
So if I understand correctly, Julia, Singular as a company, actually, it's a B2B or it's a B2C. Your clients, Julia, your company's clients, you work with the operators, or you work with the direct end clients? What is the model,
No,
please?
we are a B2B company.
B2B,
yes,
totally,
we provide the software to the operators. We have platform, we have sportsbook, casino, we have payments. Now we are talking about sportsbook, basically.
Really? Okay, see, we have here a new thing that we learned already now, and thank you so much. So you're a B2B provider, and I also I understand that you're based also in Malta in the Soho, right? You're also with Chris.
Yes, we are based in Malta. We have a beautiful office at Soho, but we also have offices in Macedonia, we have in Georgia, we have in America.
Really? Amazing.
We are growing fast as well.
It's growing. Also, Chris was with me yesterday. We were judges in this startup pitch, and I asked them, listen, which big names are staying in the Soho or using your services? Because I heard also from Iman that Soho is like the WeWork of Malta. There is no WeWork here, and they will not enter here because of the Soho. And then the first name that he told me, listen, Singular are with us. And he was told this with pride.
Yes, we are very, very happy with their services too. It's a great company.
Thank you so much, Julia.
Thank you
so much. Okay, so we spoke about some challenges, we spoke about some trends. I want to hear from each one of you any further tip or comment that each one of you, sorry, Mario, did I forget you? I'm sorry.
No, here.
No, sorry. Mario,
yes.
I want to hear exactly the same. In your eyes, the same question that I asked Julia and I asked Mr. Rothschild Hogg. And you're an expert, I know your team well.
Yes.
I want to hear from you trends and challenges currently in live streaming and live betting. Thank you so much.
For sure, I cannot speak from their perspective because we obviously do something very different.
You do more on eSports, right? And eSports,
yes,
okay, please.
Yeah, generally, streaming services could be looked at whether you need to distribute your signal faster to your platform or whether you're giving a service on the already end platform to be given to the customers. So I can speak about that part. Second part.
With pleasure.
That also faces pretty much the same issues Richard mentioned, not only in Africa, I mean, even in Asia, networks can be quite, even in America and UK, Germany, they would have not so strong even like mobile networks, or they would have like not fiber optics everywhere. So this is also a challenge. A video stream being viewed on a phone, I would say it's not a heavy load, but it requires stable connection. It requires not to interrupt, of course, especially while, you know, one of the most attractive things in last years, same as in esports, has been live betting, obviously.
Live betting, sure.
Yeah, not only that you're looking at the video, but you need to submit your bet, which is also consuming.
It's a different channel.
Exactly. Yeah. While the video is going, you also update a number of different options underneath.
Exactly.
Which also consumes, you know, connectivity.
So your company is based out of Sofia. You have clients all over Europe,
Yes.
or also outside of Europe as well?
All over the world. I would say just without Africa, maybe, for esports. Maybe.
Including Africa or
no, without.
Without Africa.
I hope soon they will get to, you know,
okay,
there's
so
just
you're
no
waiting,
audience there.
So if I understand correctly, you're waiting for the infrastructure to get better also in Africa
for an opportunity, let's say.
For an opportunity. It's funny that we're here in Malta, and I was staying in the H Hotel, you know, where all these parties camp. And one evening, the first evening, there was like 4 or 5, like, you know, no electricity, no connection, no Wi-Fi, and it's Malta. You know, Malta should be like a hub of innovation and gaming. It is. But how come? So this kind of stuff can also ruin.
No one's insured, you know. No one's insured that something like that could happen, you know.
You're right.
You try, but you never know. So the only thing I wanted to continue is having that challenge ahead of us make you pretty much, you know, look at narrow down all the issues that could possibly help you, you know, your site and metrics to perform better, which is, you know, new technologies, newer front-end stuff, different frameworks that help you wrap up content and stuff like that. So I think that with the 5G coming on, in 2-3 years, you wouldn't mention such a problem anywhere.
I agree with you. I really hope. And another question, you know, I was just curious. You're in esports. I have other people here who will join me to another esports. I have here Ariel from Noob, he's from an esports. And I wonder, I didn't ask you, but what do you think about the trend of like betting on esports, peer-to-peer betting? Do you think this phenomena will continue to grow?
I've shared my comments with your friend. I've seen many of such products since we started as well. It's a good concept that also has a lot of challenges. Because in that case, you're using many other companies' product, which wouldn't benefit from you in any way.
Sure.
So they wouldn't help you in developing your product, so you're on your own. And that's the only thing I see as a challenge, to be honest. The concept and the idea is okay, but it's something very different from, you know, betting on esports. Like, not every player that bets on esports particularly plays the game that you bet on. I mean, if I open a one-to-one football betting, would you come meet me and play football for money?
I agree.
It's different, you know. So betting and playing is two totally different directions.
I agree. And one is regulated, one is less regulated, one lightly regulated.
Yeah.
Guys, we have 3 minutes left. 1 minute for each one of you, like a tip that you would like to share for the audience, because you have a booth here. You also have a booth here. Do you have also a booth here?
We do.
So we still have a few hours left. Everybody can come, but not everybody is leaving the conference room. One tip: how to be successful in 2020 using your services. Let's start with Julia.
Well, we believe in personalization, first of all.
Okay.
We want to deliver very quality information to our clients, to operators. So personalized services is very important. And it's the best way to work, is the best model of business when you try and adjust your services to each and every requirement of your client.
Julia from Singola says something very important. Personalization is key.
It is key.
Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you so much. Richard, what is your take-home lesson?
I would say know your audience.
Know your audience.
Know your audience.
KYA.
Well, could be that.
KYC, KYB, KYA. Okay.
I'll let you have that one. But yeah, I mean, know your audience. Every country, every territory you go into will have different requirements. We enter a number of markets, and we try and help with a certain amount of differentiation and requirements. We take feedback from our clients, and I would suggest anybody looking to get into the market knows their audience, knows the products that they're taking, make sure that they work with their suppliers to make sure they understand how best to market that product, how to position that product, and make sure that your suppliers are regulated, they're tested, and they are going to be here tomorrow.
So if I understand correctly, Richard, you say KYA, know your audience, and KYP, know your partners also, okay?
Indeed.
That's what I remember from this panel. Last but not least, Mario from
Lastly,
Ultraplay.
what I can say is most important for us has always been flexibility. I cannot agree more with what she said. We always try to deliver tailored products specific for our customers. We don't want to lock them in with our own opinions and visions. So I would say flexibility and adaptation. Is key for pretty much adapting to your customers, to your partners, to the end customer.
Agree.
It's a process.
Thank you so much. What a lovely insight. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed, like me, the panel. We're exactly on time. Please help me and join me to thank these great panelists. Mario from Ultraplay, Richard from TV.
Bad Game
TV. Such a catchy name. And Sil and Julia, of course, from Singular. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And the next panel, we have another panel this afternoon, also on eSports. And let's hope you'll have a great day like us. Thank you so much.